three cars, points A, P, Q and B lie on the same straight line such that P, Q and B are respectively 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers and 300 kilometers away from A. And it looks like this. So A is here, B is here, and then P and Q are in the middle. And so that part is not explicit. B is farthest away, 300 kilometers. P and Q are 100 kilometers away. They lie on the same straight line. I'm going to assume that they are in this order. 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers, 300 kilometers. I'm going to assume that P and Q are in between A and B. That seems like a reasonable assumption. So P is 100 kilometers from A. Q is 200 kilometers from A. So this is 100. B is 300 kilometers from A. So this is another 100. Cars 1 and 2 leave A at the same time and move towards B. So C1 and C2 move towards B. Simultaneously, car 3 leaves B and moves towards A. So C1 goes, C2 goes, C3 comes this way. Car 3 meets car 1 at Q. So here C1 and C3 meet. And car 2 at P. So car 2 and car 3 meet at P. Wonderful. So think about this. Car 3 reaches this point and then moves further to meet car 2 here. So car 1 is traveling quicker than car 2. So car 1 meets car 3, then car 2 meets car 3. Right? So C1 to C3, when car 3 travels 100, car 1 travels 200. So ratio of speeds C1 is to C3 is 2:1. C2 is to C3. When C2 travels 100, C3 has traveled 200. C2 to C3 is 1:2. We need to find C2 is to C1. That's it. So car 2 to car 3 is 1:2. Fine. Car 1 to car 3 is 2:1. We want to find car 2 is to car 1. And so just this 2:1 can be written as 4:2, or the ratios are 1:4:2. Car 2 to car 1 is 1:4. This is the answer. Right? These two meet here, ratio of the speeds is 2:1. These two meet here, ratio of the speeds is 1:2. So once you know the ratio of the speeds between 1 and 3 and 2 and 3, you can find the ratio between 2 and 1. Very simple question. We don't need a heavy duty speed time distance. We're just simply thinking of it as ratios, nothing more than that. At A1, A2, A3 all the way till A52 be positive integers, that A1 less than A2 less than A3 less than all the way till A52. Wonderful. Remember, this is not even less than or equal to, strictly less than. Suppose their arithmetic mean is 1 less than the arithmetic mean of A2 to A52. Wonderful. So A2, A3 all the way till A52. Let's say they have an arithmetic mean of M. And A1 to A52, the arithmetic mean is M minus 1. A52 is 100. Then the largest possible value of A1 is. A wonderful question. So I'm going to think about it like this. A2 to A52, the arithmetic mean is M. A1 comes in. Think about this. If arithmetic mean of A1 also included to A2 to A52, if A1 is also included, and if that stayed at M, then A1 should have been M. Average of 51 entities is M. The 52nd, if that were also M, then all 52 average would be M. And that's not the case we have here. The case we have here, the average falls by 1. That means the total should have fallen by 52. The average falls by 1. It's like you've taken 1 from each of these 52 entities. So that tells us our A1 should be M minus 52. Average of these 51 is M, and then you add one more. If that were m minus 52, then from an average of m, you're taking 1 on an average from each of the 52, the average would become m minus 1. The other way of doing this, the more conventional way of doing this, all of these put together, the sum is 51m. 51m plus a1 by 52 equals m minus 1. 51m plus a1 equals 52m minus 52, or a1 is m minus 52. This is the algebraic way of doing this, we know that. The average minus 52 is a1, average of these 51 entities. We want to find maximum value of a1. When will that be maximum? When average mean m should be maximum. We know all the numbers are distinct. We know that there are from a2 to a52 there are 51 numbers. So what is the maximum possible average of 51 distinct natural numbers, where the largest is 100, or we go 100, 91, 98, 97, 96, all the way till 50. It should be 51 numbers. Average of all this is nothing but 100 plus 50 by 2. That will be the average. Average is 75. So the m max is 75. A max is 75 minus 52, which is 23. If n and x are positive integers such that n power n is 2 power 160. N is a positive integer, 2 power 160. Key here, we've got to write this as 2 power a number, whole power a number, 2 power p whole power q. Right, so 2 power p equal to n, which should be equal to q. Fine, so that's the idea here. P into q is 160. If you write this as 2 square whole power 80, this is 4 power 80. That doesn't work. I cannot write this as 2 cube whole power something. I can say 2 power 4 whole power 40. 2 power 4 is 16, 16 power 40. That doesn't work. 2 power 5 whole power 32. 2 power 5 is 32. 32 power 32. Done. So n is equal to 32. It's a roundabout way of saying n equals 32. 32 n square plus 2 power n. 32 square plus 2 power 32 is an integral multiple of 2 power x. 32 square is 2 power 5 whole square. So 2 power 10 plus 2 power 32 is 2 power x into k. Largest possible x. Think about this. 2 power 10 plus 2 power 32 is 2 power x times k. This is 2 power 10 into 1 plus 2 power 22 equals 2 power x into k. This is an odd number. So our number is 2 power 10 into an odd number, or the largest power of 2 that can sit here is 2 power 10, or largest possible x. X max. The strength of a salt solution is p% if 100 ml of the solution contains p grams of salt. 3 salt solutions A, B and C are mixed in the proportion 1:2:3. Then the resulting solution has strength 20%. If instead the proportion is 3:2:1, the resulting solution has strength 30%. So A plus 2B plus 3C by 6 is 0.2. 3A plus 2B plus C by 6 is equal to 0.3. Right. Or A plus 2B plus 3 is 1.2. 3A plus 2B plus C is equal to 1.8. Wonderful. With this we can get some equation in A, B and C, and then we can start manipulating from there. We can figure something out. Right? What is the question asking us? It says a fourth solution D is produced by mixing B and C in the ratio 2:7. D equals 2B plus 7C by 9. We need to find the strength of D to that of A. We need to find D by A. That's what we're looking at. B and C are mixed in the ratio 2:7. So how do we do this? It helps to form an equation with A, B and C. So I'm going to first up subtract these two, the B will disappear. 2A minus 2C is 0.6 or A minus C is 0.3. Then we'll see if we can eliminate the number part and get the ratio going. So if we multiply this by 3 and this by 2, so 3A plus 6B plus 9C is same as 6A plus 4B plus 2C. So let's bring the A over to this side, B and C over to this side. So 2B plus 7C equals 3A. This is 2B, 4B, 6B minus 4B is 2B, 9C minus 2C is 7C, 6A minus 3A is 3A. 2B plus 7C equals 3A. Is this giving us something? Is this giving us something? Think about this. 2B plus 7C, we've seen that somewhere. 2B plus 7C sits here. 2B plus 7C by 9 is 3A by 9. Or D equals 3A by 9. Or D is A by 3. We want the ratio D by A. D is equal to A by 3 or D by A is 1 by 3, 1:3. It's absolutely wonderful, wonderful question. I must tell you that I look for an intuitive method of solving this, tried to manipulate the mixtures, didn't go anywhere. Tried to find an equation based method of solving it, did not go anywhere. Tried to say that the equation method is not going anywhere because we have only 2 equations, 3 variables. I'm missing something. So I said the data is missing, it's an incorrect question. It turned out that was wrong. Then said it was not an incorrect question. Tried to solve for A, B and C in terms of the other variables. Didn't go somewhere. So the method here is because we are asked for a ratio between D and A, between B and C in some combo on A, see if you can eliminate the numerical part. You're dealing with a ratio. So if you have a is C minus 0.3 or B in terms of A and A in terms of C with numbers thrown in, then the ratio is going to become very difficult to calculate. The numbers need to go away. So manipulate in some way as to remove away the numbers, have something to do only with A, B and C, and then see if you get lucky. In the other option, probably a prudent option, would be to say we're mixing 2 mixtures. We're talking about 2 mixtures in weird ratios, and a fourth 2 mixtures of 3 mixtures each, 3 solutions each, and then a third mixture D produced by mixing B and C. We have too many mixtures, too many percentages and too many solutions. We are better off not poking at this question, which should have been the best decision for me to take in the exam, and I'm very confident that's a decision I wouldn't have taken. So we all live and learn. In a tournament, there are 43 junior level and 51 senior level participants. Each pair of juniors play 1 match. 43 junior level and 51 senior level. Each pair of seniors play 1 match. There is no junior versus senior match. The number of girl versus girl matches in junior level is 153. So there are probably boys and girls. And then here boys and girls. Well, the number of boy versus boy matches in senior level is 276. Wonderful. There are n number of girls here, m number of boys here. Let's say n girls here, m boys here. This question is very doable. Girl versus girl matches is 153. N girls, number of matches will be NC2. NC2 is 153. N into n minus 1 by 2 is 153. N into n minus 1 is 306. Don't factorize this and do something with a quadratic equation. Product of 2 consecutive numbers is 306. 306 is a multiple of 9. So we have an 18 into a 17. That should work. It does. So there are 18 girls in this. 43 minus 18 is 25 boys. Right. Now let's go here. M boy versus boy matches in senior level. MC2 is 276. M into m minus 1 by 2 is 276. M into m minus 1 is 276 into 2, 552. Fine, I'm going to write this down on the next page. M into m minus 1 is 552. 552 is 276 into 2, which is 138 into 4, which is 69 into 8, which is 23 into 24. We've hit pay dirt. This is 24 into 23. So the 43 juniors, boys and girls, there are 25 boys and 18 girls. 51 seniors, boys and girls, there are 24 boys and 27 girls. The number of matches a boy plays against a girl is 25 into 18. All these boys have to play all these girls, plus 24 into 27, whatever this turns out to be. 25 into 18 plus 24 into 27. 25 into 18, 18 5s are 90, 0, 9, 36, 45, 450, plus 24 into 27. 24 7s are 168, 8, 16, 48 plus 16, 64, 648. 450 plus 648, 8, 9, 1098. I'm writing down 1098 as the answer. And very, very doable question. You need to be very comfortable with thinking in terms of NC2 and MC2. And then do the quadratic equation or consecutive numbers multiplying part reasonably quickly, and then jump in and plonk the answer. There are two drums, each containing a mixture of paints A and B. In drum 1, A and B are in the ratio 18:7. Drum 2, A and B are in the ratio which we don't know. The mixtures from drums 1 and 2 are mixed in the ratio 3:4, and in this final mixture, the overall mixture, A and B are in the ratio 13:7. Simple rule of thumb for questions like this: don't deal with A and B. Deal with A as a share of overall. What do I mean by that? A is 18/25 of overall. And here A will be sum x of overall, giving an overall A of 13/20. And these two are mixed in the ratio 3:4. So 18/25 into 3 plus x into 4 divided by 7 is 13/20. Fine. 18/25 into 3 plus share of A into 4 by 7 is 13/20. Right? So I'm going to simplify this. 18 into 3 is 54/25 plus 4x equals 7 into 13, 91/20. Or 4x equals 91/20 minus 54/25. I'm beginning to get spooked off with the numbers, but the choices are telling me that there is still hope for us. The choices are weird. So don't worry, power ahead. 4x equals, LCM of these two is 100. 91 into 5 is 455. 54 into 4 is 216. Or 4x is 455 minus 216. 15 minus 6 is 9. 4 minus 1 is 3. 239 by 100. Or x is 239 by 400. In drum 2, A is 239 by 400 overall. B should be the remaining, or A is to B should be 239 is to 161. How do we get this 161? This is 400 minus 239. Or the ratio should be 239 is to 161. Thankfully, that is there in our choices. Otherwise, we have to go through this whole process once again. Key thing here, think of everything in terms of only A. A good exercise would be to say, look, I'm going to think of it only in terms of B and then solve it. Try that. You will definitely get the same answer. But think of these in terms of only A or only B, not the ratio A is to B. On a triangle ABC, a circle with diameter BC is drawn, intersecting AB and AC at points P and Q. Wonderful. So ABC. So let's say this is BC. There's an A here. ABC. We are drawing a circle with diameter BC. Draw a circle like this. Then intersecting AB and AC at points P and Q respectively. This is P, this is Q. AB, AC and CP. AB is 30, AC is 25, CP is 20. And then the length BQ in centimeters is, we need to find BQ. Key thing here, this is semicircle, so this should be 90 degrees, this should be 90 degrees. So now we are looking to do Pythagoras theorem. So think about triangle PAC. So PAC. If you look at this triangle, this is 90 degrees, CP is 20, AC is 25. This is a ratio of 4:5, or this should be 3, 15, 20, 25 is a Pythagorean triplet. AP is 15. That means PB should be 15. Fine. Wonderful. I know our triangle, our line BA, it does not look like P is a midpoint of BA, but that's what the math is telling us. So this is 15. So this is 15. This is 20. PC. So I'm looking at triangle BPC now. BPC. This is 15. This is 20. This should be 25. Wonderful. So we've got BC to be 25. Now we need to find BQ. Now the best way to do this is using the idea that area of the triangle is half into base into height, which is half into 30 into 20, half into AB into PC. This also is half into 25 into BQ. 25 is nothing but AC. Plug this in and then we are through, we'll be able to find BQ. This half and half disappear. 25, take off a 5, make this 6, take off another 5, make this 4, 6 into 4, 24. BQ is 24 centimeters long. Wonderful, wonderful question. Pythagoras theorem and the idea that area is half into base into height. Let T1, T2, etc. be real numbers. That T1 plus T2 plus T3 till Tn is 2n square plus 9n plus 1. T1 plus T2 till Tn is 2n square plus 9n plus 13. Tk equals 103. Then k equals, and a very interesting question. I'm going to call this as Sn, sum to n terms. We've been given an expression in terms of n. What am I going to do? I'm going to do sum to n minus 1 terms, which is T1 plus T2 all the way till Tn minus 1. This will be 2 into n minus 1 whole square plus 9 into n minus 1 plus 13. Now think about this. If I subtract one from the other, that's Sn minus Sn minus 1. Sum up to n terms minus sum up to n minus 1 terms. That will be Tn. Everything else will get cancelled before that. This is equal to 2n square plus 9n plus 13 minus 2 times n minus 1 whole square plus 9 times n minus 1 plus 13. This disappears. 9n minus of 9 times n minus 1. This difference will be 9. So we have 2 times n square minus n minus 1 whole square plus 9. It's 2 times n square minus n square plus 2n minus 1 plus 9. Or the nth term, the n square part disappears. 4n minus 2 plus 9, which is 4n plus 7. Tk equals 103. Tk should be 4k plus 7. That is equal to 103. Or 4k is 103 minus 7, which is 96. K is 24. The 24th term is 103. K equals 24. From a rectangle ABCD of 768 square centimeters, a semicircular part with diameter AB and area 72 pi square centimeters is removed. Diameter AB, area is 72 pi. Area is pi r square by 2, that is 72 pi. The pi gets cancelled. R square is 144 or r is 12. The radius of this semicircle is 12. The diameter is AB, or AB should be 24. So we have an ABCD which measures 24 like this. A semicircle is cut off. Right? AB is 24, area is 768. AB into CD, sorry, AB into BC is 768. 24 into BC is 768. Make it 12, make it 384, make it 6, make it 192, make it 3, make this 96, or BC is 32. The 32, this is 32, this is 24. Now we want to find the perimeter of the leftover portion. This is the perimeter. This is the leftover portion. Perimeter will be AD plus DC plus BC, and then half the perimeter of this circle. 32 plus 24 plus 32, 64 plus 24, 88, and then pi r, 2 pi r by 2, where r is 12, 88 plus 12 pi. So this number. P cube equal to q power 4 equal to r power 5 equal to s power 6. The value of log of PQR to the base S. These kind of questions I would usually like to plonk this as equal to k power something, so that everything we can get in terms of k, and then this we can write it as log PQR by log S, both to the base k. That is the approach. You get that, you're through. Equal to k power what? That is the key thing. We want this to be a multiple of 3, 4, 5 and 6. LCM of 3, 4, 5 and 6 is LCM of 4, 5 and 6. LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. 12 and 5 is 16. Or P equals k power 20, Q equals k power 15, R equals k power 12, S equals k power 10. Log of PQR to the base k by log S to the base k. So it's log of k power 20 into k power 12 into k power 15. P, R and Q, I've written it incorrectly, by log of k power 10 to the base k. This is simple. 20 plus 12 is 32. 32 plus 12 is 47. 47 by 10. This is the answer. The moment we plonk it like this, then we get everything in terms of one variable. An old trick, suppose you're told 2a equals 3b equals 4c equals 5d. Plonk this all to be equal to 60 k, and then get everything in terms of k. Nice whole numbers, nothing to worry about, you're done. Fine. So this is an old trick for simplifying variables. You've given bunch of equations, assume a new variable, life becomes simple. A chord of length 5 centimeters subtends an angle of 60 degrees at the center of a circle. 60 degrees at the center of a circle. Center of a circle, 60 degrees, we know the radius straight away. I love this question because I know this number, I like this number. Chord of length 5 centimeters makes an angle of 60 at the center. Think about this. 60, any chord and angle at the center, these two are radii, these two are equal. Now this is 60 degrees, that means these two angles are equal, they are also 60. Or our circle has a radius of 5. Now angle of 120 at the center, a chord, the length in centimeters of a chord that subtends an angle of 120 at the center. This is very simple. This is trigonometry 101. This is 120. This is 5. So this angle is 120. This should be 60. This should be 60. This is 60. We know how to find this. How do you find that? This is 30. This will be. Let's name this. I'm going to. If you've not got the answer, pause. Sine 60 is BC by OB. Root 3 by 2 equals BC by 5, or BC equals 5 root 3 by 2. BC is 5 root 3 by 2. AC is 5 root 3 by 2. AB is 5 root 3 by 2 plus 5 root 3 by 2, which is 5 root 3. And it really helps to know that the moment you have a 60-degree angle in the center, you're talking about an equilateral triangle. So the radius is 5. In a 120, 30, 30 triangle, the sides are in the ratio 1:1 root 3. It helps if you know that, but it's not required. You can just plonk in this, do some trigonometry, and then get to the answer. A 20% ethanol solution is mixed with another solution, say S, of unknown concentration in the proportion 1:3 by volume. So 20% and S in the ratio 1:3. The mixture is then mixed with an equal volume of 20% ethanol solution. So this mixture is mixed with 20% ethanol in the ratio 1:1. The resultant mixture is 31.25% ethanol. So the resultant mixture is 31.25%. Fine. It's a wonderful question because some amount of mathematical intuition is very useful in this. This mixture which is formed is mixed in equal ratio to get 31.25. So think about this. Forget about this first part. Deal only with this. Mixture and this are mixed to get 31.25. They are mixed in equal quantity. 31.25 is 11.25 more than this. A further 11.25 should be mixture thing, should be the bang in middle midpoint because they are mixed in equal ratios. So 20% plus 11.25% is 31.25%. This plus 11.25%, 31.25 plus 11.25, this is 0.5, or mixture should be 42.5%. So this is 42.5%. Mixed in the ratio 1:3 takes us to 42.5%. Now we have an old-fashioned mixtures question in our hands. We are mixing a 20% solution and S and getting 42.5%. We are mixing these two in the ratio 1:3. This difference is 22.5. 42.5 minus 20 is 22.5. Old-fashioned alligation method. So this should be 7.5. Should be in the ratio 1:3. This is 24.5. This is 7.5. Or our S should be 42.5 plus 7.5%, 50%. Key thing here, do the second thing first and then go to the first one. And the second thing, idea is it is mixed in the ratio 1:1. So the final solution should be bang in the middle. So this should be right midpoint between these two. Straight away get the mixtures concentration. Stick that in, use your alligation method, you're through. The area of rectangle and the square of its perimeter are in the ratio 1:25. L into B is to 2 times L plus B whole square is 1:25. I'm going to write down this equation and then figure this out. LB is to 2 times L plus B whole square is 1:25. We need to find the ratio B is to L, shorter to longer side. And so L into B equals 4 times L square plus 2LB plus B square is 1:25, or LB is to 4L square plus 8LB plus 4B square is 1:25. or 25 lb equals 4l square plus 8 lb plus 4b square. 4l square minus 17 lb plus 4b square is 0. Can be split as 16 and 1. They're going to get a ratio of 1:4. Fine. So 4l square minus 16 lb minus lb plus 4b square is 0. 4l into 4l minus 4b minus what is going minus b, sorry, 4l into l minus 4b minus b into l minus 4b is 0. So 4l minus b into l minus 4b is 0. 1:4 or 4:1. Shorter to longer is 1:4. And just plain old-fashioned writing of equations, simplifying that. We're looking to solve for b by l. If you want to deal with only one variable, you don't like factorizing like this, divide by l square throughout. So you'll get 4 minus 17 b by l plus 4 b by l whole square equal to 0. B by l is what we want to find. We'll have 4 minus 17x plus 4x square equal to 0. X is what we need to find. You can simplify and find that. If you don't like dealing with a quadratic equation that has L and B, then create a B by L by dividing by L square throughout, and then you're done. You're dealing with only one variable. 4 power n is greater than 17 power 19. I'm going to write this as 4 square power n by 2 is greater than 17 by 19. 16 power n by 2 is greater than 17 power 19. We want to find the smallest n. I'm going to think about n that doesn't work. If I put n, 16 power 19 is not greater than 17 power 19. 16 power 38 by 2 is not greater than 17 power 19. N cannot be 38. 38 does not work. N has to be greater than 38. So 33 doesn't work, 37 doesn't work, 35 doesn't work. Bam, we've got this. We need to now think that 16 power 39 by 2 is greater than 17 power 19. Fine. It should be, I'm not saying it is not. This is 4 into 16 power 39 is greater than 16 power 19 is greater than 17 power 19. 4 is greater than 17 by 16 whole power 19. This could be tough to prove. It should be. That's what the question is telling us. But we do not have to worry about it. We know that 38 doesn't work. If the 39 and 40 had been in the choices, then we are worried. We are in trouble. It's not. So this becomes an easy question. 39 works. N cube minus 11n square plus 32n minus 28 greater than 0. The smallest integer n. See, n cube is powerful. So if you put 100, then n cube will kill everything else. These are reasonable coefficients. And n cube is very powerful. So if n cube is positive, n cube is way more powerful than n square, way more powerful than n. So if you put n cube as 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, the larger you take n cube to, the more dominant the cube idea will become. So this is going to become bigger and bigger the more the higher n gets. And it's a curve that's open-ended. It's going to become larger and larger with increasing n. We can sense that. And there are multiple ways of doing this. One would be to just plonk in a value of n and then go from there. My favorite is probably n equal to 10, which is 1000 minus 1100 plus 320 minus 28. 1000 minus 1100 minus 100 plus 320 minus 28. So this works. Now maybe 9 will work, maybe 8 will work. I would like to skip to 8 and then come back and check 9. If 8 works, then I can go lower. So this is 512 minus 11 into 64 plus 32 into 8 minus 28. So 512 minus 704 plus 32 into 8 is 256 minus 28. So 512 plus 256 is 867. 704 plus 28 is 732. So 512 plus 256 is greater than 704 plus 28. So 8 works. Already I'm beginning to sense that 7 won't work. When so 8 works, this is this close. So the more dominant n cube is larger number should be higher. 8 works and 8 is this close, so 7 probably won't work. Let's check it out any which way. So 343 minus 11 into 49 plus 32 into 7 minus 28 greater than 0. Is this true? 49 into 11, 490 plus 49 is 539. So 343, 539, 28, 32 into 7, 7 2s are 14, 4, 1, 7 3s are 21 plus 1, 22. Let's add these through. 3 plus 4 is 7, 4 plus 2 is 6, 567. I have a gut feeling this will be 567. So 7 is equal to 0. 8 works. An increasing sequence. So the smallest integer that works is 8. The other way of thinking about it is substituting small values and seeing if it can something factorize it. So p of x by x minus a remainder is 0. So we can look to factorize this if we can manage to find a factor. So we have n cube minus 11n square plus 32n minus 28. If you put n equal to 1, 1 minus 11 plus 32 minus 28, this adds up to 39, it adds up to 33, doesn't work. 2, 8 minus 44 plus 64 minus 28. 72, 72, yeah, this works. So this number, n cube minus 11n square plus 32n minus 28 is a multiple of n minus 2. We can factorize this. N square goes here, n cube minus 2n square. So minus 9n square plus 32n minus 9n minus 9n square plus 18n. We'll have 14n minus 28 plus 7. Sorry, plus 14. This is 14n minus 28, or our expression is n minus 2 into n square minus 9n plus 14, or it is n minus 2 into n minus 2 into n minus 7. When will this be greater than 0? When n is greater than 7. When n is 7, it will be greater than 0. When n hits between 2 and 7, it will be negative. What happens when n is 1? Very interesting. When n is 1, this 1 cube minus 11 plus 32 into 1 minus 28. 1 minus 11 plus 32 minus 28. This is 33 minus 39, which is minus 6. This doesn't work when n is 1. When n is 3, 4, 5, it won't work. When n is 1, these two are negative, this is negative. All three are negative, it doesn't work. Between 3 and 7, it doesn't work. These two will be positive, this is negative. The smallest integer that will work for is the integer 8. A parallelogram ABCD has area 48 centimeters square. Fine. CD measures 8. ABCD. CD is 8. Our AD measures S. The height here is 6 centimeters. So this height is 6. Then which one of the following is necessarily true? See, this is a right triangle with 6 as the height and S as the hypotenuse. So S is greater than or equal to 6. That we know for sure. It cannot be less than 6. So this works. Not equal to 6, we cannot say. Between 5 and 7, no. Less than or equal to 6, no. This is it. length into height is area, breadth into height is area, base into height is area, base into corresponding height is area. The height is 6. That means the side should be at least 6. If this were a rectangle, S would be 6. Otherwise, it will be greater than 6. Seven into 11 plus 11 into 15 plus 15 into 19 all the way till 95 into 99 is. And so all of these questions, this is right some way of having nth term, and then we can simplify this. How do we do this? Nth term here we can say is n into n plus 4, n plus 4 into n plus 8 plus 4. That part is clear, right? And then this also goes in plus 4 terms. So we can write this as 4n plus 3 into 4n plus 7 each term. Why am I choosing 4n? Because from 7 I go to 11. 11 I go to 15. 15 I'll go to 19. So my step size of my defining term is in steps of 4. So I increment go from one term to the next term. My term has to go up by 4. That means I need to have a 4n sitting there. So nth term of this expression is 4n plus 3 into 4n plus 7. T1 is 7 into 11. T2, 4 into 2, 8, 8 plus 3, 11 into 15. T3 is 15 into 19 and so on. So 4n plus 3 into 4n plus 7. If you expand this, this is 16n square plus 12n plus 28n plus 21, or 16n square plus 40n plus 21. Fine. And 4n plus 3, if you put it equal to 95 to get to this term, then 4n is 92, n is 23. N goes from 1 to 23. There are 23 terms in the summation. Right? So, or we can say we are looking to do summation 16n square plus 40 times summation n plus 21 times summation 1, going from 1 to 23 when n becomes 23. Right? Now we know the formula for this: 16 times n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 plus 40 times n into n plus 1 by 2 plus 21 times n is what we need to find when n is equal to 23. Fine. So all these numbers seem to be adjacent to each other. This number is a multiple of n, so we can carve out n from this, and we can say which of these is a multiple of 23. That's one way of going about it. 16 by 6 is 8 by 3. This is 20. So simplifying this, we can get n out 8 into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 3 plus 20 times n plus 1 plus 21. This is what we are looking to find. So that we can say 80707 divided by 23. It goes 3 times 69, 117, 5 times 115, 2 0, 0 times 7, 9 times. So this is a multiple of 23. This number is this plus 44. This doesn't work. 80730 is a possibility. 80773. This is from here, from 7 to 73 we are adding 66. This doesn't work. It's either this or this. So we might have to substitute and simplify and find. N by 3 we take out. We get 8 into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 plus 60 times n plus 1 plus 63. You have to expand this and find out. I'm just thinking if there is a street smart way of doing this. We have an n by 3 outside. So we're either getting 23 into 3509 or 23 into 3510. This is the only two possibilities we have from the answer choices. I'm just seeing if there is a street smart way of doing this. I'm going to copy this expression and then continue from there. So n by 3, 23 by 3 into 8. This is 23 by 3, 8 into 24 into 2 into 23, 46 plus 1, 47, plus 60 into 24 plus 63. So this becomes 8, 8, 21. 60 into 8 is 480. This is 21. This also does not end in a 0. So 8 into 8 is 64. 4 plus 7, 28. It ends in a 1. So this should be this. This number does not end in 0. I'm going to go for this. We have found out this answer by brute force and then substituted. But I'm looking to see if there's some street smart way of doing this. It's a multiple of 23. It would have been brilliant if you had got only one multiple of 23 sitting there. Unluckily enough for us, there are two of them. So we eliminate this later on by doing some more poking around. This is the right answer. In an exam context, obviously you might have a calculator. You can plug it in. You don't need to do all this. Substitute, get through, and then you're done. For two sets A and B, A triangle B denote the number of elements which belong to A or B, but not both. So A, B, A's triangle B is this. A union B, from that we remove A intersection B. Then the number of elements in P triangle Q, triangle R triangle S. Let's find P triangle Q. First, P triangle Q is, this has 1, 2, 3, 4. This has 2, 3, 5, 6. 2 and 3 are common. Remove that. P triangle Q is 1, 4, 5, 6. Let's worry about R triangle S now. R and S have, this has 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. 9 is common. This has 1, 3, 7, 8. This has 2, 4, 10. All even numbers. Only even number here is 8. So not present here. So R triangle S will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10. So that's 1, 3, 7, 8. Yeah, they are sitting there. 2, 4, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10. Only one common element. So from 5 plus 4, we remove that one common element twice over. We should have 7. Now this triangle, this, what is common? 1 is common. 1 goes away from both. 4 is common. 4 goes away. 5 is not common. 6 is not common. Or we'll have, we have to go numerically 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. That's what we are looking for. A tank is emptied every day at a fixed time point. Immediately thereafter, either pump A or pump B or both start working until the tank is full. On Monday, A alone completed filling the tank at 8 p.m. So let's say Monday, A works for n hours to fill the entire tank. On Tuesday, B alone completely filled the tank at 6 p.m. So n minus 2 hours. Been open for 2 hours lesser than A. On Wednesday, A alone worked till 5 p.m. Plus n minus 3 hours A has worked. And then B worked alone from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. to fill the tank. 2 hours to fill the tank. So A takes n hours to fill the tank. N hours of A can fill the tank. N minus 2 hours of B can fill the tank. N minus 3 hours of A and 2 hours of B can fill the tank. And or let's twist it slightly more. A is doing 3 hours less work on Wednesday, which B completes in just 2 hours. Or B is 1.5 times as good as A. Fine. Very simple idea. Wonderful idea. B is 1.5 times as good as A. What A would have done in 3 hours, B ends up doing in 2 hours. Fine. Or n by n minus 2 is 3 by 2. The time taken for B should be lesser in the same ratio. 2n equals 3n minus 6, or n equals 6. A takes 6 hours, B takes 4 hours. When A will take 6 hours, B takes 4 hours, or the tank is closed at 2 p.m. When they're together open, they can, in 1 hour, they can fill 1 by 6 plus 1 by 4, which is 2 by 12 plus 3 by 12, or 5 by 12 of the tank, or they can fill the entire tank in 12 by 5 hours, which is 2 hours, and 2 by 5 hours, 2 hours, 24 minutes. Starting from 2 p.m. or they can complete filling this entire tank at 4:24. The breakthrough here is in figuring out that the ratio of efficiency at the rate at which they fill B is to A is 3 is to 2. Once you've done that, the whole question becomes very easy. The more conventional method is to say n minus 3 by n plus 2 by n minus 2 equal to 1. N minus 3 hours at the rate 1 by n per hour. 2 hours at the rate 1 by n minus 2 per hour. Together they fill the tank. Solve this, will inevitably get n as 6, and then we complete it and solve. Let's look at this one. Difference in speed. On a long stretch of east-west road, A and B are on 2 points such that B is 350 kilometers west of A. So B here, A here, 350 kilometers is the distance between B and A. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If they move towards each other, then they meet after 1 hour. B, let's say, travels at B kilometers per hour, A travels at A kilometers per hour. They meet in 1 hour, or the relative velocity is A plus B kilometers per hour. The relative distance, this is the relative speed. Relative distance is 350 kilometers. Time taken is 1 hour, so 350 by A plus B equal to 1, or A plus B is 350 kilometers per hour. Wonderful. If they both move towards east, this is west, if both move towards east, that means A is going like this, then they meet in 7 hours. And so B is catching up on A. Once again, the relative distance will be 350 kilometers. The 350 kilometer gap has to be caught up by B. Relative speed is B minus A. B has to be going faster. Only then they'll catch up because they're going east. So 350 by B minus A equal to 7 hours, or B minus A is 50 kilometers per hour. We know that B plus A is 350. We can find B and A, but we are asked for the difference between their speeds in kilometers per hour. Difference between their speeds in kilometers per hour is just B minus A, which is 50 kilometers per hour. The first point is not even needed, only this we needed, and the answer is 50 kilometers per hour. So sum of the squares of two numbers is 97. Then which one of the following cannot be their product? A square plus B square equals 97. Fine. Very interesting. Here we're talking about AB. And very interesting. So think about this. A square plus B square and AB. That's a very powerful link. If you think about 2 times AB. AB is 64. That means 2AB should be 128. 2AB should be minus 64. 2AB should be 32. 2AB should be 96. Why am I doing this? Because I can think about A square plus B square plus 2AB. A square plus B square minus 2AB. A square plus B square plus 2AB should be greater than or equal to 0, because this is A plus B whole square. A square plus B square minus 2AB should be greater than or equal to 0. This is A minus B whole square. 97 plus 128 works. 97 minus 128 does not work. It cannot be 64. The rest it can be. Quite simply put, A square plus B square should be greater than or equal to modulus of 2ab. A square plus b square should be greater than or equal to 2ab. It should be greater than or equal to minus 2ab. That's the condition. A square plus b square by 2 is greater than or equal to a into b. Modulus of a into b all the time. Fine. So this idea is very important, very useful. So here it is summing up to 97. So 2ab has to lie between 97 and minus 97, or ab should be less than 97 by 2, greater than minus 97 by 2. All of these work, this one doesn't. A jar contains a mixture of 175 ml water and 700 ml alcohol. Fine. So alcohol 700 ml and then water is 175. 700 is 4 times 175. The ratio 4:1. Gopal takes out 10% of the mixture and substitutes it by water of the same amount. He takes out 10% of the mixture and substitutes water. The process is repeated once again. The percentage of water in the mixture is now fine. In all of these questions, don't track water and alcohol. Remember, 10% is taken out. That means you're going to take out 10% of water, 10% of alcohol. And then water is added. Alcohol is not added. So from alcohol, you're removing 10%. Fine. So first up, chase alcohol. Don't chase water. Think about how much alcohol is there. Second step, think about alcohol retained, not all alcohol removed. What do I mean by that? I'm removing 10% of this mixture. So 10% of alcohol will go away. That means 90% is retained. So when I do it once, the first time we do this, alcohol remaining will be 700 into 90%. One more time we do this into another 90%. We'll retain 90% of whatever alcohol was there. So the amount of alcohol that's going to be remaining is 700 into 9 by 10 into 9 by 10. Or 81 into 7, 7 8s are 56, 567. We totally have 875 ml overall mixture. Of this, 567 is alcohol. Remaining 15 minus 7 is 8, 6 minus 6 is 0, 8 minus 5 is 3. 308. Total of 308 should be water. The remaining should be water. So we want the percentage of water in the mixture, that is 308 by 875. That is the percentage. Divide this, find some approximate value, some approximation somewhere, and that's what you're looking for. 308 is 30% of 1000 is 300. Of 875 should be a higher percentage. You're looking for something like this. 35.2% is your answer. 875 into 35 by 100 should give us this. 35 by 100 is a little more than 1/3. 870, 1/3 is 290. So this is 292, 293. This one third of this. That should be slightly more than this. 308 will work out. This is what we are looking at. Fine. Key point here, if you're removing and replacing only one, so chase the part for which you're doing only one action. For alcohol, is only being removed. Water is removed and then added back. So forget water. For alcohol, don't worry about removing and then at each stage think about what is removed. Think about what is being retained. 10% is removed, 90% is retained. So the very simple question. The guys who are experienced will just do 700 into 0.9 into 0.9 divided by 875. 100 minus, this is the answer. Bam, you can do this in 45 seconds. And that's what you need to be thinking about. Points A and B are 150 kilometers apart. Let's draw this. A here, B here, 150 kilometers. Cars 1 and 2 travel from A to B. But car 2 travels from A when car 1 is already 20 kilometers from A. So car 1 starts first, then car 2 starts. Right? Each car travels at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour for the first 50 kilometers. 50 kilometers per hour for the next 50 kilometers, and 25 kilometers per hour for the last 50 kilometers. The distance in kilometers between car 2 and B when car 1 reaches B is, so car 1 starts, and so for the first 50 kilometers we travel at 100 kilometers per hour. So I'm going to break this into 3 parts: 50, 50, 50. Fine. So when car 1 is 20 kilometers ahead, that is when car 2 begins the journey. And car 1 is 20 kilometers ahead, that's when car 2 begins the journey. Think about this. Car 1 is 20 kilometers away from A. Car 1 travels at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour for the first 50 kilometers. So for the first 20 kilometers, car 1 would have taken 20 by 100 kilometers per hour, which is whatever, 1 by 5 of an hour. Fine, so 12 minutes. Now car 2 starts 12 minutes behind car 1. So car 2 will be 12 minutes behind car 1. Finally, when car 1 reaches here, car 2 will be at a point where it's going to reach in 12 minutes. Right? This is the last stretch. It's traveling at 25 kilometers per hour. Traveling at 25 kilometers per hour and another 12 minutes to reach, or the distance is 25 into 1 by 5. 25 kilometers per hour into 1 by 5, or 5 kilometers. Another way to think about it, a beautiful way to think about it, car 1 takes some amount of time, started some amount of time ahead here. Car 2 is going to travel this leg. The amount of time car 1 travels this 20 kilometers is the amount of time car 2 will have to travel here. Car 1 travels this 20 kilometers at 100 kilometers per hour. Car 2 has to travel this last leg at 25 kilometers per hour. The time taken should be the same, because car 2 is chasing car 1 and it starts car 1 after that time. Their entire journeys are identical. The trips they take is identical. For taking 20, the speed is 4:1. So if you're traveling 20 kilometers here, the gap remaining should be 5 kilometers. The time car 2 takes to travel the last 5 kilometers, it should be equal to the time car A takes to travel the first 20 kilometers. That's the time gap between A and B. Think about it. If car 1, between 1 and 2, if car 1 started say 46 minutes before car 2, car 2 will reach 46 minutes after car 1. They're traveling identical trips. I'm not saying the answer is 46 minutes. I'm saying some t minutes car 1 starts ahead. Car 2 will end exactly t minutes after that. They're traveling the same distance, the same pattern. So that's all we need to keep in mind for this question. If a and b are integers important, such that 2x square minus ax plus 2 is greater than 0 and x square minus bx plus 8 greater than or equal to 0, for all real numbers x, very vital point, is always greater than 0. Then the largest possible value of 2a minus 6b. It's a complicated sounding question. I'm going to do this by a wonderful method called as completion of squares. What do I mean by that? Let's take this one. 2x square minus ax plus 2 greater than 0. I don't want to deal with 2x square. I'm going to think of this as x square minus a by 2x plus 1 greater than 0. We know that x minus k the whole square, x square minus 2kx plus k square. And here we have an a by 2, right? That is equal to 2kx, or we're talking about k equal to a by 4. That's when this will match. That means k square should be a square by 16. What do I mean by that? Suppose this were x square minus a by 2x plus a square by 16. This is x minus a by 4 the whole square. And I cannot just add on one side. So I'll add a square by 16 at this side also, and then bring this plus 1 this side as minus 1. or x minus a by 4 whole square is greater than a square by 16 minus 1. Now remember, this is always true. This will always be true only if this is negative or 0. Right, so this always holds good. That means this expression has to be negative or 0. X minus a by 4 whole square is greater than 4 will not always hold good. X minus a by 4 whole square is greater than minus 3 will always hold good. Or a square by 16 minus 1 should be less than 0. It cannot even be equal to 0. Because if this were equal to 0, then x minus a by 4 the whole square is always greater than 0. That won't hold good, because if x is a by 4, this will become 0. And this number should be negative. Or a square is less than 16. A is in the range minus 4 to plus 4. Right, so we want the largest possible value of 2a minus 6b. So a has to be as high as possible. A cannot be 4, or a should be 3. So I'll jump in and do the same thing for b. X square minus bx plus 8 is greater than or equal to 0. Wonderful. This is greater than or equal to here. This is x square minus bx plus b square by 4 greater than or equal to b square by 4 minus 8. Why are we adding b square by 4? B square by 4 is b by 2 whole square. 2 times b by 2 is b. So this becomes x minus b by 2 whole square is greater than or equal to b square by 4 minus 32 by 4. Remember, this always holds good for all real values of x. That means b square should be less than or equal to 32. Here it is less than or equal to, but that doesn't matter because we're looking only at integers. That means b square can go from minus 5 to 5. But if it's greater than 5, it will become 36. Minimum of 36. If it is less than minus 5, it will be minimum of 36 again. So minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of these will work. We want 2a minus 6b to be very high, or we want b to be very small. The smallest integer b can take is minus 5. 2 into 3 minus 6 into minus 5 is the largest possible value of 2a minus 6b. 6 plus 30, which is 36. The key takeaway here, the most important point here, is the idea of completion of squares. You might be given any quadratic equation, x square plus 5x plus 11. You should be able to write it as x plus a whole square plus b. Find suitable a and b such that this becomes like this. Be it with numbers or variables, it doesn't matter. Any quadratic, you should be able to write it as a square plus a constant, an adjusting term. You should be able to do that. That is very vital. Add that to your list of skills today. Do it a lot of numbers. Anything, x square plus 23x minus 139. Write it as some x minus k the whole square plus m. Or if you have x square plus px plus q, write it as some x plus something the whole square plus an adjusting term. That skill is vital. A is 6 power 2n minus 35n minus 1, n equal to 1, 2, 3, and B is 35 times n minus 1, n is 1, 2, 3. And which of the following is true? Neither every element of A is in B, nor every member of B is in A. Every member of A is in B, and at least one member of B is not in A. Every member of B is in A. B is a subset of A. At least one member of A is not in B. Whereas A is not a subset of B. Right? This says A is a subset of B. Before we go further, I want to write down and see a few numbers. I want to put n equal to 1. So 6 square minus 35 minus 1, which is 0. We put n equal to 2. 6 power 4 minus 70 minus 1. N equal to 3. 6 power 6 minus 105 minus 1. There are going to be some numbers. I can already sense that A becomes larger and larger the more we put, because it goes 6 square, 6 power 4, 6 power 6, 6 power 8. A runs away from us, becomes bigger and bigger. And B, when n equal to 1, B is 35 times n minus 1. 35 times 0. B would be, B, the first element will be 0. When n is 2, it is 35 into 1, 35. When n is 3, 35 into 2, 70. B is more predictable. Every multiple of 35 from 0 onwards, every positive multiple is there in this set. Now this question just opens up because of this. Neither every member of A is in B, nor every member of B is in A. Every member of B is in A. This is wrong. 70 is not in A. A is galloping away. At least one member of A is not in B. So all multiples of 35 are sitting here practically, including 0, all positive multiples. All we've got to think now is, are these numbers multiples of 35? That's all we need to think. And they have to be. Why so? Think about this. A is 6 power 2n minus 35n minus 1. I'm going to write it as 6 power 2n minus 1 minus 35n. This is 36 power n minus 1 power n minus 35n. 36 power n minus 1 power n will be a multiple of 36 minus 1. So every element in A is a multiple of 35. B lists all multiples of 35, including 0. So every element of A is in B. And at least one member of B is not in A. 70 is not in A. 105 not in A. A jumps across multiples of 35. After 0, it goes to a large number, and then a much larger number, and then a giant larger number. B lists every multiple of 35. So B is a superset. A is contained within that. There's A like this and B like this. Every element of A is in B, and at least one member of B is not in A. There are plenty of members in B. 1 by log 100 to the base 2 minus 1 by log 100 to the base 4 plus 1 by log 100 to the base 5. And all of this, I'm going to rephrase this. 1 by log A to the base B is log B to the base A. This is log 2 to the base 100 plus minus log 4 to the base 100 plus log 5 to the base 100, etc., etc., etc. Or I'm not going to write everything down because I'm already sensing this. Log A minus log B is log of A by B. Everywhere the base is going to be 100, or we are looking at log of 2 into 1 by 4 plus 5 into 1 by 10 plus 20 into 1 by 25. 2 into 1 by 4 into 5 into 1 by 10 into 20 into 1 by 25 into 50. 50 all to the base 100. 50 by 25 is 2. 20 by 10 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4, which disappears with this. Or this is log 10 to the base 100, 1 by 2. Done. Very simple idea. Log A to the base B is 1 by log B to the base A. That's all we are using, nothing more than that. And log x minus log y is log of x by y. Together complete a work in 16 days. Ramesh and Ganesh together can finish in 16 days. After 7 days of working together, Ramesh got sick. So it says 16 days of Ramesh, 16 days of Ganesh can finish this. However, after 7 days, Ramesh got sick. His efficiency fell by 30%. So this is broken Ramesh. Ganesh continues to work as it is. As a result, they completed the work in 17 days. So one more day of broken Ramesh and an extra day of Ganesh. This is required because Ramesh has turned up with a lower efficiency, but they finished it in 17 days. If Ganesh had worked alone after Ramesh got sick, in how many days would he have completed the remaining work? Wonderful. Let's plug this in. The efficiency falls by 30%. Let's say Ramesh brings in X every day. After 7 days, this is a 7-day mark, he brings only 0.7x. Now think about this. To the original schedule of 16 days, there are 9 more days to go. In these 9 days, Ramesh is going to fall short by 2.7x, 0.3 into 9. So the delta, the gap because of drop in efficiency is 2.7x. X is what Ramesh accomplishes in a day. This 2.7x is being compensated by 1 day of Ganesh plus another 0.7 of Ramesh. Because the last day also he works, 17th day also he works, reduced efficiency, but he's still working. Or 2x equal to g, or g is twice as good as r. Now we know if r can finish it in r days, g can finish it in half the time. That much we know. Now we can come back to this equation and then finish it off. And very simple. Now we know that Ganesh is twice as efficient as Ramesh. So therefore we can say if Ramesh takes say k days to finish, Ganesh will take k by 2 days to finish. 1 by k plus 2 by k equals 1 by 16. 3 by k is 1 by 16. K is 48. Ramesh can finish the task in 48 days. Ganesh can finish it in 24 days. If Ganesh had worked alone after Ramesh got sick, so that means in the 7 days, Ramesh would have completed 7 by 48 of the task that he completes. Fine. Ganesh can on each day can do 1 by 24 of the task. The task to be completed is 41 by 48. So 41 by 48 needs to be done by Ganesh completely. Only 7 by 48 is done by Ramesh. Ganesh can do 1 by 24 in 1 day. Or totally he'll have to do 41 by 48 into 24 by 1. That many days he will take. Or 41 by 2, 20.5 days totally. So he'll finish in 20.5 days. If Ganesh had worked alone after Ramesh got sick, that means Ramesh has worked for 7 days. After 7 days, Ramesh disappears. So 20.5 is when Ganesh would have finished it. Minus 7. 20 minus 7 is 13, 13.5. That's what you're looking for. So Ganesh puts in total of 20.5. Ramesh puts in total of 7 days. This much of Ganesh and this much of Ramesh, they would have finished the entire task. And so after Ramesh disappears, Ganesh has to put 13.5 more days of effort. The moment we find that Ganesh is equal to twice Ramesh, we are through. This question becomes very simple. F of x is maximum of 5x and 52 minus 2x square. Maximum of this. So this is a curve, this is a curve, this is a maximum of this. The minimum possible will be the time when the two curves intersect. Or 5x equals 52 minus 2x square. 2x square plus 5x minus 52 equal to 0. 2x square plus 5x minus 52 is equal to 0. This is what we get. We need to factorize this. 2x square, 2 into 52 is 104, so 13 and 8. 2x square minus 8x plus 13x minus 52 equal to 0. 2x into x minus 4 plus 13 into x minus 4 is 0. Or x is either minus 13 by 2 or 4. And one of these two is the answer. There are 2 points this intersects, these two curves intersect. So let's put x is minus 13 by 2. So 5 times x is 5 into minus 13 by 2, which is minus 65 by 2. 52 minus 2 times 13 by 2 minus 13 by 2 the whole square, or this is 52 minus 2 into 169 by 4. This is 2. 52 minus 169 by 2, that should be minus 65 by 2. I need not have done all this. The two values are equal. So when x is minus 13 by 2, we get minus 65 by 2. That is f of x. When x is 4, 5 times x is 20. 52 minus 32 is 20. F of x will be 20. So when at 4 and minus 13 by 2, they are equal. At minus 13 by 2, the value of f of x is minus 65 by 2. That's the answer we are looking for. Exam scores. The scores of Amal and Bimal in examination are in the ratio 11:14. So I'm going to take 11x and 14x. After an appeal, their scores increased by the same amount and their new scores are in the ratio 47:56. 11x plus a, 14x plus a. This ratio is 47:56. So 11x plus a into 56 is 14x plus a into 47. This is a. 11 into 56 is 616x plus 56a. 14 into 7 is 98, 8, 9, 56 plus 9, 65, 658x plus 47a. 56a minus 47a is 658 minus 616, which is 42x. Or 9a equals 42x. 3a equals 14x. A is 14x by 3. The ratio of Bimal's new score to that of his original score. Bimal's new score is 14x plus a. Original score is 14x. A is 14x by 3. 14x plus 14x by 3 by 14x. 1 plus 1 by 3 by 1, or this is nothing but 4 by 3. We are looking for an answer choice of 4:3. And very methodical question, there's nothing here. 11:14, 11x, 14x, add an a, solve for a in terms of x, and then we are through. A triangle ABC has area 32 square units and its side BC of length 8 units lies on the line x equal to 4. Fine. X equal to 4, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. X equal to 4 is a line parallel to the y-axis. This is 0, 0. This is the line x equal to 4. So BC measures 8 units and it's somewhere here. It lies on this. It could be cutting the x-axis. It could be completely in the first quadrant. It could be completely in the fourth quadrant. That line segment. Area is 32 square units. Since we have this, let's take this as the base. Half into base into height is 32. Half into 8 into height is 32, or height is 8 units. But this is vertical distance. So if A were placed at a distance of 8 units from this line, means either at the point x equal to 12, somewhere here, or on the line x equal to -4. Anywhere here, and BC can be anywhere and A can be anywhere here. From A to BC, the distance would measure 8. The shortest possible distance between A and the point 0, 0. This is the point 0, 0. A can lie anywhere here or anywhere here. So the shortest possible distance, A should be here on this line. This distance is 4 units. We're done. A should be -4, 0. B and C could be any 2 points such that the distance is 8 units lying on the line x equal to 4. And very simple question. Once you get a reasonable sense of the diagram, and choose the base to be BC. How many 2-digit numbers with a non-zero digit in the units place are there which are more than thrice the number formed by interchanging the positions of its digits? XY, YX. We're told this is not 0. This is definitely not 0. Otherwise, it won't be a 2-digit number. The 2-digit number XY is greater than 3 times the 2-digit number yx, or 10x plus y is greater than 3 times 10y plus x. 10x plus y is greater than 30y plus 3x, or 7x is greater than 29y. X is greater than 29 by 7y. 29 by 7 is a little more than 4. So x is greater than 4y. Right. So we're looking at two digits where x is greater than 4y, little more than 4y. So we'll have to be a little careful with the numbers. If you put y equal to 1, x greater than 4y, x could be 5. So we could have 51. One number being 51, other number being 15. 51 is greater than 3 times 15. This works. 61, 3 times 16. This will work. 71, 81, 91. All of these will work. Let's just check 41 as well. 41 and 14. 14 into 3 is 42. This doesn't work. These 5 numbers work. We could put y equal to 2. 4 times y is 8. 82 and 28. 82 and 28 does not work. 28 into 3 is 84. 92 and 29, that works. With y equal to 2, there's only one possibility. 92 greater than thrice 29. Y could be 3, but y is 3. X should be more than 4y. That's not possible. Or there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. This is what we are looking for. Inlet and outlet pipes. A water tank has inlet of 2 types, A and B. All inlets of type A when open bring in water at the same rate. All inlets of type B when open bring in water at the same rate. The empty tank is completely filled in 30 minutes if 10 of type A and 45 of type B are filled. We're going to assume A is the rate at which pipe A fills, inlet A fills, B is the rate at which pipe B fills. 10A plus 45B, together they fill in 30 minutes, or in 1 minute they fill 1 by 30 of the tank. And in 1 hour, if 8 inlets of type A and 18 inlets of type B are open, so 8A plus 18B will give us a 1 by 60. Right? In how many minutes will the empty tank get completely filled if 7 inlets of type A and 27 inlets of type B are open? Let's simplify this, get A and B, plug it in here and get to the answer. So 2A plus 45B we can divide by 5. 2A plus 9B is 1 by 150. Again divide here, we can divide by 2. 4A plus 9B is 1 by 120. We subtract one from the other. 2A equals 1 by 120 minus 1 by 150. 5 by 600 minus 4 by 600, which is 1 by 600. Or A is 1 by 1200. 2A plus 9B is 1 by 150. 1 by 600 plus 9B is 4 by 600. 1 by 150 is 4 by 600. Or 9B is 3 by 600. Or 1 by 200. Or B is 1 by 1800. We've got A, we've got B. All we have got to do is plug into this equation and then we are through. 7 times 1 by 1200 plus 27 times 1 by 1800, whatever that is. 27 by this is 3 by 200. This is 7 by 1200 into 18, plus 18 by 1200, which is 25 by 1200. I'm just taking the LCM as 1200. Divide by 5, 5 by 240 or 1 by 48. This system fills 1/48 of the tank in 1 minute, or it will take 48 minutes to completely fill the tank. Answer is 48. Gopal borrows rupees X from Ankit at 8% annual interest. He then adds rupees Y of his own money and lends X plus Y to Ishan at 10% annual interest. At the end of the year, after returning Ankit's dues, so from Ankit, Gopal borrows X, then he adds Y and then gives X plus Y to Ishan. On this, the rate is 8%, on this, the rate is 10%. After returning Ankit's dues, the net interest retained by Gopal is the same as that accrued to Ankit. So he gives 8% of X. He gets 10% of X plus 10% of Y. Remaining will be 2% of X plus 10% of Y. This is same as 8% of X. That's what this question is saying. Interest accrued to Ankit is 8% of X. What Gopal would have got is 10% of X plus 10% of Y, of which 8% of X is given away. Remaining 2% of X plus 10% of Y is 8% of X, or 6% of X is 10% of Y. 3X equals 5Y. On the other hand, had Gopal lent X plus 2Y to Ishan at 10%, then the net interest retained by him would have increased by rupees 150. Instead of X plus Y, he now lends X plus 2Y. So the additional Y at 10% gets him an additional interest of 150, or Y is rupees 1500. 5Y equals 3X. 5 into 1500 is 3 into X. X is 5 into 500, 2500. Find the value of X plus Y, that is 2500 rupees plus 1500 rupees, which is 4000. The arithmetic mean of X, Y and Z is 80, or X plus Y plus Z is 240. The arithmetic mean of X, Y, Z, U and V, or X plus Y plus Z plus U plus V equals 75 into 5, 375. Or U plus V is 375 minus 240, which is 135. Where U is X plus Y by 2 and V is Y plus Z by 2. Then the minimum possible value of X is, what is the minimum possible value of X? So U plus V, so X plus Y by 2 plus Y plus Z by 2 equals 135, or X plus Y plus Z by 2 plus Y by 2 is 135. X plus Y plus Z by 2 is 120. 120 plus Y by 2 is 135, or Y by 2 is 15, Y is 30. Wonderful. So X plus Y plus Z is 240. X plus Z then is 210. X is greater than or equal to Z. So X is greater than or equal to Z. So X is greater than or equal to Z. The minimum possible value of X, X min is 105. The best case scenario is when X is equal to Z. When X is equal to Z, X will be 105 and Z will be 105. Y is 30, U and V we can find all this. So the minimum value of X is 105. Find f of 10. F of X plus 2 is f of X plus f of 1. F of X plus 1. So we put for all positive integers X. F of 11 is 91. 15 is 617. We need to find f of 10. F of X plus 2 is f of X plus f of 1. So f of 1 plus f of 2 is f of 3. F of 2 plus f of 3 is f of 4. F of 3 plus f of 4 is f of 5. That's how this goes on. We know f of 11, so let's start with f of 11. F of 11 plus f of 12 is f of 13. F of 12 plus f of 13 is f of 14. F of 13 plus f of 14 equals f of 15. We know this is 91. Let's say this is x. This will be 91 plus x. This is x. This is 91 plus x. This is 91 plus 2x. This is 91 plus x. This is 91 plus 2x. Adds up to 617. Or 91 plus 91, 182 plus 3x is 617. 3x equals 617 minus 182, which is 5. 11 minus 8 is 3. 5 minus 1 is 4. 3x is 435. X is 435 by 3, which is 1, 4, 5. 145. So x is 145. We need to find f of 10. F of 10 plus f of 11 is f of 12. So this number plus 91 equals 145, or this number is 145 minus 91, which is 54. F of 10 should be 54. I'm going to do a very quick check. F of 10 is 54 plus 91 is 145. 91 plus 145. F of 11, F of 12 should add up to F of 13. 6, 3, 1, 236. 145 plus 236 should be 6 plus 5 is 11, 1, 1, 4 plus 4, 8, 2 plus 1, 3. 236 plus 381, 7, 1, 6, 17. This works. Obviously, we don't need to do this. In an exam point of view, we should be confident enough to mark 54 and then move on. I'm just doing this because we can verify. Nothing more than that. When they work alone, B needs 25% more time to finish a job than A does. So if A takes 4x days, B will take 5x days to finish the job. They too finish the job in 13 days in the following manner. A works alone till half the job is done. So half the job is done, A works alone. So A works alone for 2x days. Then A and B work together for 4 days. So A and B for 4 days. And finally, B works alone to complete the remaining 5% of the job. B does 5% of the job. Fine, wonderful question, because the definitions are very different. It says half the job, 5% of the job, and then they work together for 4 days. Right, a wonderful question. So A and B together, if they are working in one day, they'll finish 1 by 4x plus 1 by 5x. This is what they can complete in one day. Right, so A works for 2x days, and then A and B work for 4 days, and then B does 5% of the job working alone. Right, a wonderful question. B completes for 5% of the job working all alone. Remember, B takes 5x days to complete the entire job. To complete 5% of the job, B will take 5x into 5%, 5x into 1 by 20, which is x by 4. So B works for x by 4 days, A works for 2x days, and then A and B together work for 4 days. And so 2x days plus 4 days plus x by 4 days is 13. 2x plus x by 4 is 9, or this is 8 plus 4 plus 1. Fine. So x is 4, that much we have got. So A should take 16 days, B should take 20 days. A wonderful question, because the way of defining this, it says x takes half the job, then A and B together take 4 days, and then B does 5% of the job in the working alone? And so it's a wonderful question because it can be kind of rephrased. The phrasing is very interesting. And finally, the answer: in how many days can B alone finish the entire job? 20 days. Given an equilateral triangle T1 with side 24 centimeters. Wonderful. So T1 has side 24 centimeters. A second triangle T2 is formed by joining the midpoints of the side T1. T2. So T2 will also be equilateral. So this will be 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Everything gets broken into half. Every length gets broken into half. So this is 12, 12, 12. Then a third triangle T3 is formed by joining the midpoints of T2. Wonderful. T3 will be like this. If the process of forming triangles is continued, then some of the areas in square centimeters of infinitely many such triangles. Oh, wonderful. Find area of T1, then T2, then T3. To start with, these will form a geometric progression. Why so? Because we've been asked for an infinite series. It has to be diminishing. I can sense that it is going to be a GP. So this has 24, 24, 24. This has 12, 12, 12. Every side is halved, or area will be 1/4. So find T1. Area of T2 will be 1/4 of that. Area of T3 will be 1/4 of that. Let's find T1 area first. T1 area is root 3 by 4 a square, which is root 3 by 4 into 24 into 24. 24 by 4 is 6. 6 into 24 is 144. This is 144 root 3. This is the first term. Common ratio is 1 by 4. We're looking at a by 1 minus r. 144 root 3 by 1 minus 1 by 4, which is 144 root 3 into 4 by 3. This is 48 into 4, 96 into 2, 192 root 3. That's what we're looking for. And there's a geometric progression involved, and then we plug in root 3 by 4 by a square, and then we do a by 1 minus r. Done. While multiplying three real numbers, let's say a, b, c, Ashok took one of the three numbers as 73 instead of 37. Say c, he takes as 73. He should have taken it as only 37. The product went up by 720. So AB into 37 is what he should have done. AB into 73 is what he did. The difference is 720. Or A into B into 36 is 720. A into B is 20. Then the minimum possible value of the sum of the squares of the other two numbers. So minimum possible value of a square plus b square. AB is 20. A square plus b square by 2 is greater than or equal to AB. Arithmetic mean of two numbers is greater than or equal to geometric mean. A square plus b square is greater than or equal to 2AB. Or a square plus b square is greater than or equal to 40. The minimum possible value of the sum of the squares is 40. A square plus b square has to be greater than or equal to 40. A square plus b square is greater than or equal to 2AB. This is because a minus b whole square is greater than or equal to 0. And wonderful question. First up, finding this 20 is easy. Product of two numbers is 20. Right? So it could be 1 and 20, 2 and 18, 2 and 10, and so on. And then we find a square plus b square. Right? So it will be best when they are root 20 and root 20. A square plus b square will be 20 plus 20, 40. That trial and error method, that is another way of thinking about this. Again, a wonderful question, very challenging question. Fine. So if x is a positive quantity such that 2 power x equals 3 power log 2 to the base 5. We're dealing with exponents and we're dealing with logs. One of my favorite tricks for a question like this is take log on both sides. log of 2 power x is log of 3 power log 2 to the base 5, or x log 2 is log 2 to the base 5 times log 3. We can choose any base, and this rule would work. I'm going to choose the base as 3. Why so? Because log 3 to the base 3 is 1, or x times log 2 to the base 3 is log 2 to the base 5. Fine. Or x by log 3 to the base 2 is 1 by log 5 to the base 2, or x is log 3 to the base 2 by log 5 to the base 2. In other words, our number x is log 3 to the base 5, which is not this, which is not this. It should be one of these two. Let's see this. Let us 1 plus log 3 to the base 5 minus log 5 to the base 5. This choice will become 1 plus log of x by y is log x minus log y. Log 3 to the base 5 minus log 5 to the base 5. This goes away. Log 3 to the base 5, which is what it should be. Choice B. Wonderful question. Very tough question. Very interesting question. The choice also is interestingly phrased. Key point, whenever you're given log and exponent, it helps to simplify by taking log on both sides. Once you have taken log on both sides, choose a suitable base. Find the right base in order to be able to simplify that. Wonderful question. Again, a very, very tough question. So let's discuss this seriously. So log 81 to the base 12 is p. Then 3 times 4 minus p by 4 plus p is equal to log 3 to the power 4 base 12 is p. 4 times log 3 to the base 12 is p, or log 3 to the base 12 is p by 4. A big question, because we've got something in terms of p. We can get p in terms of logarithms and then simplify. But this p by 4 is a very interesting number, because this can be written as 3 times 4 minus p by 4 by 4 plus p by 4, or 3 times 1 minus p by 4 by 1 plus p by 4. This is wonderful, because we know p by 4 is log 3 to the base 12. So this number becomes 3 times 1 minus log 3 to the base 12 by 1 plus log 3 to the base 12. So it's 3 times 1 minus log 3 to the base 12 is log 12 to the base 12 minus log 3 to the base 12 divided by log 12 to the base 12 plus log 3 to the base 12. This is 3 times log 4 to the base 12 by log 36 to the base 12, which is 3 times log 4 to the base 36, or it is log of 64 to the base 36. So it is not this, this is not this, it is one of these two. 64 to the base 36, is it 16 to the base 6 or 8 to the base 6? This is log of 8 square to the base 6 square, which is nothing but log 8 to the base 6. Very, very tough question. Got to manipulate this on multiple iterations. It is time consuming, and you've got to pick the right logics. You need to be able to rephrase p, not just directly substitute p here and simplify. So it's got to be very careful with the computation. A right circular cone of height 12 feet stands on its base, which has a diameter of 8 foot. So diameter of 8 feet, radius of 4 feet, height of 12 feet. Okay. the tip of the cone is cut off with a plane which is parallel to the base and 9 feet from the base. So the overall height is 12 feet. 9 feet from it, we cut off one layer. Right? So the remaining would be 3 feet. Let's say this is O, B, C, A, D. OAD is similar to OBC. And so if this is 4, OB is 12, we know OA is 3, AD should be 1. The height crashes by 4, radius will also crash by 4. In the sense that height goes from 12 to 3, the radius will go from 4 to 1. So we've got this is 3, this is in the ratio 3:1, which is 12:4. With pi equal to 22/7, the volume in cubic feet of the remaining part of the cone, this is the remaining part of the cone, this is called a frustum. We need to find the volume, which is pi r square height, 1/3 of this, minus 1/3 of pi r square height. The big cone minus the small cone. So 1/3 into 22/7 into 4 square into 12 minus 1 square into 3. 1/3 into 22/7 into 3 into 64. 4 square into 4, I'm taking out a 3 minus 1. Or this is 1/3 into 22/7 into 3 into 63. This goes off. 63/7 is 9. We're looking at 22 into 9 equal to 198 cubic feet. 1/3 pi r square height minus 1/3 pi r square height. Large cone minus small cone. That's the volume of the frustum, remaining part. Large cone has radius 4 and height 12. Small cone has radius 1 and height 3. So 4 square into 12 minus 1 square into 3. So this is 3 times 63, and then multiply that and get to the answer. How many numbers with 2 or more digits can be formed with the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9? So that in every such number, each digit is used at most once and the digits appear in ascending order. So we're looking for a number like 235, 146, 1457, 23479. Digits in ascending order, any number of digits. I want to think about 2-digit numbers. So you want 2 digits out of these because the digits cannot be repeated. So select some 2 out of these, which is 9C2 ways of doing that. And then the digits have to appear in ascending order. So if selected 2 and 3, the only number possible is 23. So 9C2 is for selecting the 2 digits. If you want them in ascending order, that is just 9C2. 9C3 for selecting 3 digits. Any 3 digits you select, they can be put in ascending order only once. So our answer is very simple. 9C2 plus 9C3 plus 9C4 all the way till 9C9. If you add 9C0 and 9C1 also to this, the overall thing is 2 power 9. So what we are looking for is 2 power 9 minus of 9C0, 9C1. 2 power 9 minus 1 plus 9. 2 power 9 is 2 cube whole cube, which is 512 minus 10, which is 502. Wonderful question, not a giveaway, but methodically solving, you can get to the answer. John borrowed 2,10,000 from a bank at an interest rate of 10% per annum, compounded annually. The loan was repaid in 2 installments, the first after 1 year, the second after another year. The first installment was interest of 1 year plus part of the principal amount, while the second was the rest of the principal amount plus interest thereon. So 210,000 year 1 and year 2. To start with, 210,000 at the end of year 1 will become 210,000 into 1.1. That will be the amount outstanding. And so 10% interest. At the end of year 2, this should have become 210 into 1.1 whole square. But what do? We end up paying X. We repay X. What is this? So what is remaining is 210,000 into 1.1 minus X. Now this amount accrues an interest over the second year. So at the end of year 2, we'll have to replay 210,000 into 1.1 minus X into 1.1. This number we're being told is equal to X because we're paying in 2 equal installments. So 210,000 into 1.1 minus X into 1.1. 11 ones are 11, 1. 11 twos are 22, 23, 2, 31. 2,31,000 minus X into 1.1 equals X. So let's write down this equation. 231,000 minus X into 1.1 equals X. 11 ones are 11, 11 threes 33, 34, 4, 3, 22 plus 3, 25. 2,54,100 minus 1.1x equals X. 254100 equals 2.1x. So let's divide by 3 first. This will become 0.7. This is 8. 14 would be 4. And 21 would be 7. 0. So X equals 84,700 by 0.7. 84 by 7 is 121,000. 1,21,000. From 2,10,000, this becomes 2,31,000. We repay 1,21,000. 1,10,000. That becomes 1.1 times of that, which is 1,21,000. These two are equal, or each installment is worth 1,21,000. U square plus U minus 2V minus 1 the whole square equals minus 4VU plus V. It's a very tough question. When just U and V and only one equation and a quadratic thrown in for good measure. But if you look at the choices, these are all numbers. So there's something here that we need to crack. Right? So first up, let's expand this. A plus B plus C whole square is A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA. If you didn't know this also, we could have just multiplied it and got to the answer. This is not a deal breaker. Right? So let's plug this in. The left hand side is U square plus U square plus 4V square plus 1. U into minus 2V is minus 2UV. So minus 4UV minus 2U plus 4V equals minus 4VU minus 4V square. So minus 4UV minus 4UV gets cancelled. So this is 2U square plus 4V square minus 2U plus 4V plus 4V square plus 1 equal to 0. I'm bringing everything onto the same side. And so now the interesting part here, straight away, the moment you see this and see the choices, you've got to have a sense of the method. The method here is completion of squares. Fine. Straight away, I've got to say I'm going to deal with two quadratic in some form, either a U plus V whole square or a U minus 2 plus V plus 2 the whole square. There's a UV term, then you're dealing with U plus 2V or U minus 2V the whole square, something like that. There are no UV terms. The U's come together, the V's come together, and then we try to simplify. And that's important to kind of register that. Otherwise, it becomes an impossibly tough question. Fine. Now think about this. So let's carve out the U together. So it is 2U square minus 2u. Let's carve out the v together. 8v square plus 4v. Added together, these add up to minus 1. Right? So 8v square is not anything square. Fine. 2v the whole square is 4v square. U square is root 2u the whole square. So I'm going to take out a 2 from here and a 2 from here and then try to simplify this. So what have we got here? 2 times u square minus u plus 2 times 4v square plus 2v equals minus 1. Right? U square minus u is part of u minus 1 by 2 the whole square. U square minus half into 2 into u, which becomes u. So this is u square minus u plus 1 by 4. So there are plus 1 by 4 sitting inside. Then this becomes a nice square. I'm adding 1 by 4. So I should add 1 by 4 this side as well. It's not just 1 by 4, it's 1 by 4 into 2. So I'm adding that 1 by 2 here. Exact same funda here. We have 4v, that is 2v plus something, the whole square is 4v square plus 2v plus something. 2v into 1 is 2v. So 2ab term will have 4v. We have only a 2v here. So this should be plus 1 by 2 to have a 2v term here. Once again, we are adding 1 by 4. 1 by 4 inside like this. That means it's a half. I add a half. Wonderful. I completely relish the fact that this boils down to 0. You'll see why. This is nothing but 2 times u minus half the whole square plus 2 times 2v plus half the whole square equal to 0. Something square plus something square is 0. A square cannot be negative. That means this is equal to 0. This is equal to 0. Or u is half. V is minus 1 by 4. 2v is minus half. V is minus 1 by 4. So we want to find u plus 3v, that is 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4, which is minus 1 by 4, which is this value. Absolutely wonderful question. First up, we'll need to expand and simplify. Bring everything to one side equal to 0. Pick the idea that we're dealing with completion of squares. Whenever you're dealing with quadratic, the completion of squares idea should be there at the back of your mind. Right? So anytime you have quadratic expressions, there are only two tricks, major tricks in your rule bag. First one is factorizing. Second one is completion of squares. One of these two will come of use generally. If you cannot factorize, look to complete the squares. And so if you complete the squares, this giant expression is nothing but this. And then you're through. Incredibly tough question. You're probably better advised skipping this question in the exam, which is something I did not do. I spent time trying to crack it. I knew fully well I was looking for something like this. Messed up my algebra, so didn't get it, and then lost a lot of time. Otherwise, wonderful question. Point P lies between points A and B such that the length of BP is thrice that of AP. So A and B. BP is thrice that of AP, or P is close to A. P somewhere here. If this distance were X, this distance is 3X. Car 1 starts from A and moves towards B. Car 1 is moving like this. Simultaneously, car 2 starts from B and moves towards A. Car 2 this way, simultaneously at the same time. Car 2 reaches P 1 hour after car 1 reaches P. Car 2 reaches P 1 hour after car 1 reaches P. So car 1 takes time t, car 2 takes time t plus 1. If the speed of car 2 is half that of car 1, car 1 speed, let it be u, then car 2 speed is u by 2, half of that. Then the time in minutes taken by car 1 in reaching P from A is, so we need to find t, we need to find t in minutes. Right? We've written this down as t plus 1 hour. So it is written as t hours, but we need to find this in minutes. Wonderful. You're traveling x at a speed of u. So this leg, time taken would be x by u. You're traveling 3x at the speed of u by 2. It will be 3x by u by 2, which is 6x by u. So if this takes time t, technically this should take time 6t. Or we are practically through with this question. Car C1 takes time t. Car C2 should take time 6t. But we've been given this is t plus 1 hour, or 6t equals t plus 60 minutes. If I'm thinking of t in terms of minutes, or 5t equals 60 minutes, t is 12 minutes. So car A takes 12 minutes to reach the point. Car B takes 72 minutes to reach the point. 12 into 6 is 72. 72 minus 12 is 60 minutes, which is 1 hour. Let ABCD be a rectangle inscribed in a circle of radius 13 centimeters. Oops, 13 centimeters, radius, circle. This gives me a lot of joy. I love 13 centimeters, and you'll kind of see why. The moment I see 13 centimeters, I'm jumping up and down with joy. ABCD is a rectangle. So think about this. A, B, C, D. Radius is 13. So if I join the diagonal here, that will be the diameter, which is 26. 13 is part of 5, 12, 13. 26 is part of 10, 24, 26. There's no reason to choose 13. 13 is not a nice round number. 13 would most likely be chosen because you're thinking about 5, 12, 13. So I have an eye open for 10, 24, 26, 5, 12, 13 straight away. Which one of the following pairs can represent in centimeters the possible length and breadth of ABCD? Could easily be 10 and 24. There are million other possibilities, but 10 and 24 definitely works. If that's sitting in the choices, I'm marking that, and as luck would have it, that is there. The moment you see a 13 or a 26 or a 3, 4, 5 triplet or 8, 15, 17 sitting somewhere there, then your eyes need to go up. You need to be thrilled by seeing that and chase the Pythagorean triplet. Let x, y, z be 3 positive real numbers in geometric progression. Lovely, positive real numbers. That usually simplifies questions. In a geometric progression such that x less than y less than z. Y by x equals z by y. Xz equals y square. This is a common ratio. 5x, 16y and 12z are in arithmetic progression. So 5x, 16y, 12z. 16y minus 5x equals 12z minus 16y. 16y plus 16y equals 12z plus 5x. 32y equals 12z plus 5x. Now we need to find the common ratio. So I'm going to assume the common ratio to be r. If assuming the numbers as x, xr and xr square, I'm going to anchor around y. So the first term would be y by r. Second term, the third term would be yr. X is y by r, z is yr. So we can simplify this. We can say 32y equals 12yr plus 5y by r. Cancelling y, we'll get 32 equals 12r plus 5 by r. Multiply by r, 32r equals 12r square plus 5. 12r square minus 32r plus 5 equal to 0. 12r square minus 30r minus 2r plus 5 equal to 0. 6r into 2r minus 5 minus 1 into 2r minus 5 is 0. 6r minus 1 into 2r minus 5 equals 0. R is either 1 by 6 or 5 by 2. Now this comes into the picture finally. X less than y less than z. So it's an increasing GB. So the terms become larger and larger. That means the common ratio should be greater than 1 because we're dealing with positive real numbers. A positive real number multiplied by a number greater than 1 will become bigger. If it is multiplied by a number less than 1, it will become smaller. Right, so x less than y less than z, that tells that the common ratio is not 1 by 6 but 5. In an examination, the maximum possible score is n. So max is n. on the pass mark is 45% of n. A candidate obtains 36 marks but falls short of the pass mark by 65%. By 68%, sorry, not 65%. Falls short by 68%. So this 36 falls short of 45% of n by 68%. Or this 36 is 32% of 45% of n. It falls short by 68%, or you take this number, reduce it by 68%, we'll get this. If you reduce something by 68%, it becomes 32% of whatever it was. This number is 36. With this, we can find n, and then we can see what we need to answer. Like in this case, the question asks us for something about n. So let's find n. 32 by 100 into 45 by 100 into n is 36. This is 9, 8, 45, 5. 8 into 5 is 40, which is 2 by 5. 2 by 100 is 50. 50 into 5 is 250. N is 250. So we've got a specific value of n. So these choices should be much simpler. It's not less than or equal to 200. It does lie between 243 and 252 inclusive. It's not this. It's not this. N is equal to 250. The number of integers x such that 0.25 less than or equal to 2 power x less than or equal to 200. 0.25 is 1 by 4, which is 1 by 2 whole square, which is 2 power minus 2. 2 power x is less than or equal to 200. 2 power 5 is 32. 2 power 6 is 64. 2 power 7 is 128. So till 2 power 7 it will work. Beyond that it won't work. So minus 2 works for the lower bound. So minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All these values x can take. Now 2 power x plus 2 is perfectly divisible by either 3 or 4. 2 power x, this is 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. 2 power x plus 2. So I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about this. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 8 plus 2, 10. 16 plus 2, 18. 34, 66, 130. 2 power x plus 2 is perfectly divisible by either 3 or 4. This works. This works. Divisible by 3 does not work. Divisible by 3 does not work. Divisible by 3 does not work. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 values where this works. Each of 74 students in a class studies at least one of the 3 subjects H, E and P. So I straight away know that is a Venn diagram question. And so H, E, P. So H, E, P. 74 in a class. All of them study at least one of the 3. This is the remaining 0. 10 students study all 3 subjects. Lovely. I can just put this in here. Well, 20 studied H and E but not P. That means here. Every student who studies P also studies H or E or both. So every student who studies P should either be here or here or here. There's no standalone P. This goes to 0. If the number of students studying H equals that studying E, then the number of students studying H is wonderful. So think about this. If you have A here and B here, C here and D here, A plus B is equal to C plus D. You can add everything up and we can have an A plus B plus C plus D number. So that is a possibility. A plus B is equal to C plus D. Now think about this. A plus B plus C plus D. A plus B plus C plus D plus 30 equals 74. But this part is 0, this is 0. Or A plus B plus C plus D is 74 minus 30, which is 44. A plus B is equal to C plus D. Right? A plus B plus C plus D is 44. This part equal to this part. And we're told these two are equal. Outside is 0. Number of people studying H is equal to number of people studying E. These are common. That means people who miss out A plus B should be equal to C plus D. These two are common. So people who study H but not E should be equal to people who study E but not H. Which is why we have this equation. Or A plus B is 44 by 2, which is 22. The number of students studying H equals that studying E. Then the number of students studying H. A plus B is 22. So 22 plus 10, 32 plus 20, 52. 30 here, 22 here, adding up to 52. In this question, we can even eliminate P in the last step. Let's say H and E have a total of 74. H union E is 74. H intersection E is 30. H equal to E, and then simplify and solve that. Sector of a circle. In a circle with center O and radius 1 centimeter, an arc AB makes an angle of 60 degrees at O. I always like these 60-degree angles. Makes my heart go warm and fuzzy. So 60 degrees. So beautiful 1/6 of a circle. AB here. Center O, radius is 1 centimeter. What have we got? Let R be the region bound by the radii OA, OB, and the arc AB. So the sector is R. C and D are 2 points on OA and OB, such that OC is equal to OD. Wonderful. So OC, OD, these two are equal. Let's say A and A. So it's an equilateral triangle OCD. The area of triangle OCD is half that of R. Area of triangle OCD is half of R. So root 3 by 4 A square is half the area of R. This region R. We need to find A. Root 3 by 4 A square is half into 1 by 6 of pi into 1 square. This is 2, this is 3, or A square is pi by 3 root 3, or A is square root of pi by 3 root 3, not this, not this, not this, just one. Wonderful question. So all we need to do is equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 A square, which is half of 1/6 of a circle, and we're done. A wholesaler bought walnuts and peanuts, the price of walnut per kilogram being thrice that of peanut per kilogram. Fine. So walnut, peanuts. This is X per kilogram. This is 3X per kilogram. He then sold 8 kg of peanuts at a profit of 10%. So he sells this at 1.1x. And he sells 8 kilograms of it, and 16 kilograms of walnut at a profit of 20% to a shopkeeper. From 3x, 20% profit, 3.6x, 16 kilogram. However, the shopkeeper lost 5 kg of walnuts and 3 kg of peanuts in transit. From 8 and 16, 5 of walnuts he loses and 3 of peanuts he loses. He then mixed the remaining nuts and sold the mixture at rupees 166 per kilogram. Wonderful. He mixes, so I don't need to care how much of this is there. 11 plus 5 is 16, or from 24 we lose 8. He sells 16 kilograms at 166 per kilogram. Right? And he makes a profit of 25%. So this is the selling price. There should have been some cost price. I'm talking about the transaction of the shopkeeper. For the shopkeeper, there is some cost price and some selling price. Profit of 25%. Selling price is this. If cost price were CP, then selling price is 5 by 4 CP. 5 by 4 CP is this number. What is cost price? Cost price is how much he spends in buying this. He buys 16 kilograms at 3.6x, 8 kilograms at 1.1x. So 3.6 into 16, 3.6x into 16 plus 1.1 into 8 into x. This whole thing into 5 by 4 is 16 into 166. Solve this methodically, thoroughly, we are through. So I'm going to write this down. 3.6x into 16 plus 8.8x, the whole thing into 5 by 4 equals 166 into 16. 6 16s are 96, 6 9 16 3s are 48, 57.6 plus 8.8, sorry 8.8 into 5 equals 4 into 166 into 16. 4 8 plus 6 is 14, 4 9 plus 7 is 16, 6 1, 66.4 into 5 is 64 into 166. 5 4s are 20, 0 2, 32 2 3 3 32 equals 64 into 166 and 332x. That's the next sitting here. Wonderful. So far so good. This is just 2 or x is 32. At what price in rupees per kilogram did the wholesaler buy the walnuts? The price of walnuts is 3x, x is 32, 3x is 96. Find out. A tricky question because we're talking about two different things, two different profit percentages, two different quantities, and then something goes wrong, and then there's the remaining he sells at a price to get to a profit. Conceptually, nothing here, but layer after layer after layer of keeping details in mind, making sure you get all the percentages and decimals and fractions really right. It's a classic question because if you want to get percentage in profit and loss right, you want to consolidate that. Is a brilliant question. If you get this right, you can get pretty much any question on this topic right, but it's still going to be time consuming and it's tough. Humans and robots can both perform a job but at different efficiencies. You can imagine that. 15 humans and 5 robots working together take 30 days to finish a job. 15 humans and 5 robots, they take 30 days, or in one day they finish 1/30th of the job. I'm using H as a proxy for how much a human can do in a day. Whereas 5 humans and 15 robots working together will take 60 days to finish it. You have more robots and fewer humans, the exact same overall number, you take longer to finish it. So human better than robo. Score 1 for Homo sapiens. How many days will 15 humans working together take to finish it? Wonderful question, very simple question. So 15h plus 5r is 1 by 30. 5h plus 15r is 1 by 60. Find h, find 15h, what will that correspond to? You've got your answer. And so I'm going to divide this equation by 5. 3h plus r is 1 by 50. h plus 3r is 1 by 300. This is 1 by 150. This is 1 by 300. We want to eliminate r and retain h. And so multiply this by 3. 3 times this is 3 by 150. 9h plus 3r is 1 by 50. h plus 3r is 1 by 300. Subtract this. 8 times h is 1 by 50 minus 1 by 300, or 6 by 300 minus 1 by 300, which is 5 by 300 or 1 by 60. 8h equals 1 by 60. h equals 1 by 60 into 8. 15 times h is 15 by 60 into 8, which is 1 by 4 or 1 by 32. 15 humans together can do 1 by 32 of the task in a day, or 15 humans working together can finish it in 32 days. And quite a simple question. If you got this in the exam, you should have nailed it. In a parallelogram ABCD of area 72 square centimeters, CD and AD have lengths 9 centimeter and 16 centimeters respectively. So AD is longer. I'm going to keep that in mind. So diagram like this. So let's say we have A, B, C, D. This is 16. This is 9. Area is 72 square centimeters, which basically means that this height is 72 by 16 and the other height is 72 by 9, 8. Let P be a point on CD such that AP is perpendicular to CD. We'll draw a perpendicular from A to CD. It's not going to be on CD, it's going to be outside, which is all right. We'll say this point is P. We know that AP measures 8. The area in square centimeters of triangle APD is what we need to find. This is 8, this is 16. This should be 8 root 3. We're talking about 1 is to root 3 is to 2. The 30, 60, 90 triangle. 1 root 3, 2. This is a right angle triangle. This is 16. This is 8. How is this 8? Because base into height is area. This is 9. This should be 8. 8, 16. This should be 8 root 3. Area of triangle APD is half into AP into PD. Half into 8 into 8 root 3, which is 32 root 3. Wonderful. One step for finding area to find the altitude. Once you have the altitude, we have a right triangle, Pythagoras theorem, 1 root 3, 2 triangle, done. So you should be very comfortable with the triangle, which is 1 root 3 and 2 and 1 root 2. This is 1/2 of an equilateral triangle. This is an isosceles right angle triangle, or 1/2 of a square. In a circle, two parallel chords on the same side of a diameter have lengths 4 and 6 centimeters. So let's draw this circle. Center here. One measures 4, one measures 6. The parallel chords, distance between them is 1 centimeter. From the center, draw a line perpendicular to one chord. It will be perpendicular to the other chord. This is 2, this is 3. Say this is AB, CD, PQ. PQ is 1. Let's say this is X. Very simple question. Anytime you have any of these questions with chords and circles, draw a line from center of the point to end point of the chord. Draw a line to midpoint of the chord. You get right angle triangles. When you have two right angle triangles, OQB and OPD. If this is X, this is 3, and this is R. This is radius, this is 2, this is X plus 1. 2 square plus X plus 1, the whole square is R square. 3 square plus X square equals R square. This increases by 1, this decreases by 1, and one offsets the other, or this should be 3 square, it should be 2 square, done. Or X is 2, the radius R square is nothing but 2 square plus 3 square, or nothing but 4 plus 9, which is 13, or radius is square root of 13, done. Pythagoras theorem and nothing more than that. If among 200 students, 105 like pizza and 135 like burger, then the number of students who like only burger can possibly be. So we need to find the minimum number of people who can like only burger. 134 people like burger. I want to find minimum and maximum of those who can like only burger. So if you want to go for the minimum, then as many of these 134 as possible should like pizza also. In other words, we should have pizza sitting inside here. This difference is 29. So only burger should be 29 or more. The number of people who like only burger is 29 or more. This number should be, so we can eliminate these two. There clearly, evidently is an upper bound as well. Right, so if we're thinking about the upper bound, then we need to have as few people in pizza and burger. So we should drag this out of the 200 totally. The pizza and burger overlap should be as small as possible. This is 105. This is 134. This number should be as small as possible. So outside should be 0. Let's say this is x. So 105 plus 134 minus x should be equal to 200. 239 minus x should be 200. X should be 39. Only burger would be 134 minus 39, which is 95. It cannot be any more than 95. So this is out. This is an answer. Only burger is greater than or equal to 29 and less than or equal to 95. F of x equal to minimum of 2x square and 52 minus 5x, where x is any positive real number. The maximum possible value of f of x. F of x is minimum of these two. We want to find maximum value of f of x. Simplest way to do it is to equate this. 2x square equals 52 minus 5x. 2x square plus 52, 2x square plus 5x minus 52 is 0. 2 into 52 is 104. Is 2x square minus 8x plus 13x minus 52 is 0. 2x into x minus 4 plus 13 into x minus 4 is 0. 2x plus 13 into x minus 4 is 0. X is some minus 13 by 2 or x is 4. Talking about positive real number, x should be 4. Substitute that. We're talking about x being minimum value of 2 into 4 square, comma 52 minus 5 into 4. This is 32. This is 32. Or the value we are looking for is 32. Now think about this. I'm going to dive deeper into this minimum idea. 2x square is a graph like this. 52 minus 5x is a line like this. So if f of x is the minimum of these two, we're talking only positive territory. So we completely forget this. F of x would be like this till this point, and then take this. It'll take one arc till a point, and then the other arc after that. This will be the maximum value f of x can take, which is why we find a meeting point of the two arcs. Two trains traveling. Train T leaves station X for Y at 3 p.m. X to Y. Train T at 3 p.m. Train S, traveling at 3/4 of the speed of T, leaves Y for X at 4 p.m. Train S this way, 4 p.m. This traveling at 3/4 the speed of T, something this is going to travel at 4v, this travels at 3v. I don't want to deal with 1 and 3 by 4 or 0.75. 4v and 3v work just fine. The two trains pass each other at a station Z, where the distance between X and Z is 3/5 of that between X and Y. So X to Z is 3/5 of that between X and Y. So if this is 3D, this is 2D. If overall distance were 5D, this is 3D. Remaining should be 2D. It starts at 4, this starts at 3. And so think about this. To travel this 3D distance, the time taken would have been 3D by 4V. It would have been 2D by 3V. Now, this starts at 4 o'clock, so it travels for a shorter time than this. And so this travels for T hours, this travels only for T minus 1 hours. This number is 1 less than this. 3D by 4V minus 1 equals 2D by 3V. This much we know. How many hours does the train T take for its journey from X to Y? X to Y, the distance is 5D. The speed is 4V. 5D by 4V. This is what we need to find. This is what we know. Right, so if we find D by V, we are through. I'm going to call D by V as K. 3 by 4K minus 2 by 3K equals 1. Or LCM is 12. 9K minus 8K by 12 is 1. Or K is 12. The time taken is 5 by 4 times 12, which is 3 into 5, 15 hours. Wonderful question, nice simple question. Make sure that you choose your variables right. This is 3/5, this is 3D, 2D, works better than calling it x and 3 by 5x. This is 3/4 of the speed. Having it as 4v and 3v is better than having it as x and 0.75x. Simplify the numbers, life becomes that little bit easier. Square and square is actually a wonderful question. Points E, F, G, and H lie on the sides of AB, BC, CD, and DA respectively of a square ABCD. So I love questions involving squares. I'm going to draw the square ABCD. E, F, G, H lie on these sides. EFGH is also a square whose area is 62.5% of that of ABCD. And CG is longer than EB. So E is here, F is here, G is here, H is here. 62.5% is a lovely number. 62.5% is 5 by 8. Now this is a square. Either EFGH could be bang in the middle or somewhere in the corner. Right? So remember, this has to be a symmetric figure inside, otherwise the EFGH won't be a square. We know EB is shorter than CG. So if E were here, F here, G here, and H here, this would be a square. Right? We want to find ratio of the length of EB to that of CG. Right? If this is 1 and this is R, we want to find 1:R. We effectively want to find R. Remember, if this were R, this would be R, this would be R, this would be R. This is 1, 1, 1. We're talking about ratios, nothing more than that. Fine. So now this question becomes very simple. We use a little bit of Pythagoras theorem. We can find that this EF is square root of 1 plus R square. So area of square EFGH is square root of 1 plus R square, the whole square. Area of square, this is area of square EFGH. Area of square ABCD is 1 plus R, the whole square. We are through. So we know that square root of 1 plus R square is 5 by 8 times 1 plus R, the whole square. 1 plus R square into 8 is 5 times 1 plus R square plus 2R. So 8 times 1 plus R square, 5 times 1 plus R square. 3 times 1 plus R square equals 10R. 3R square minus 10R plus 3 equal to 0. This is 3R minus 1 into R minus 3. R is either 1/3 or 3. We know that EB is less than CG. EB to CG cannot be 3:1, it is 1:3. Remember, an equation of this type where you're doing a ratio, there is every chance that your answers are of the form K and 1 by K. The algebraic equation cannot distinguish between CG to EB and EG to CB. This part, CG is longer than EB, makes our life simpler and says it has to be 1:3 and not 3:1. So when you're solving, keep that in mind. That way this factorization becomes very simple. Another fabulous question and very tough question. Another question that I tried during the exam and did not get right and spent a lot of time kind of doing some utterly random stuff. X power 2018 into Y power 2017 is 1 by 2. X power 2016 into Y power 2019 is 8. Whenever you have equations of form 2x plus y, 2x minus 5y, stuff like that, then adding or subtracting equations works. Whenever dealing with x square into y cube, x by y, then multiplying or dividing works better. So either we multiply these two equations or we divide one by the other. So the powers get added, that makes life simpler. If we multiply these two, it will become x power 4034 and y power 4036. Two different powers. I don't like that. So Suppose we divide one by the other, this become x square by y square. Both same part. That is lovely. So let's divide one by the other. X square by y square equals 1 by 16. X plus y the whole square is 1 by 16. X by y is 1 by 4. For a second I'm going to pretend that minus 1 by 4 is not possible and then worry about that later on. When x by y is 1 by 4. Now simplifying, this gives us y equals 4x. Now let's substitute that in one of the two equations. Let's substitute in the second one. X power 2016 into 4x power 2019 is 8. X power 2016 into x power 2019 into 4 power 2019 is 2 cube. Getting this 2 cube, I'm going to write this as 2 square. X power 2035 into 4035 into 2 power 4038 is 2 cube. Lovely. But this has an x power 4035. If I take this side, we'll get x power 4035 equals 2 power minus 4035, or x equals 1 by 2. Y is 4 times this, or y is 2. X square plus y cube is what we need to find. X square plus y cube. So x square is 1 by 2 whole square, which is 1 by 4. Y cube is 2 cube, which is 8. 8 plus 1 by 4. 32 by 4 plus 1 by 4. 33 by 4. Now for the negative part, we know that x power 2018 is positive. X power 2016 is positive. So y has to be positive. But x could have been technically plus half or minus half. Remember, we're not dealing with x, we're dealing with x square, so it doesn't really matter. This will continue to be the answer. Raju and Lalita originally had marbles in the ratio 4:9. Raju, Lalita, 4:9, 4x, 9x. Then Lalita gave some of her marbles to Raju. That means Raju will end up having some more, Lalita will have some less. Let's say Lalita gives A marbles to Raju. As a result, the ratio of the number of marbles with Raju to that of Lalita becomes 5:6. What fraction of her original number of marbles was given by Lalita to Raju? She gave away A out of 9x, or we are looking to find A by 9x. We know that 4x plus A by 9x minus A is 5/6. We want to find A by 9x. I'm going to divide by x throughout. 4 plus A by x by 9 minus A by x equals 5/6. Let's say A by x is k. We want to find k by 9. So let's simplify this. 4 plus k by 9 minus k is 5/6. We want to find k by 9. K is A by x. We want to find A by 9x. 24 plus 6k equals 45 minus 5k. 6k plus 5k is 45 minus 24. 11k is 21. K is 21 by 11. What we need to find is 21 by 11 into 1 by 9. 21 by 11 by 9. 7, 3. Or we're looking at 7 by 33, which luckily enough is this is A and B and log this, and we want to find A plus B. Just seemingly tough question, but it's not so. This is a very simple, very nice question. We need to know that log P to the base Q is R. Log of something to the base 2 is 3, or that something is 2 cube, which is 8, or log A to the base 3 is 8 minus 5, which is 3, or A is 3 into 3, which is 27. Likewise, for this part, log something to the base 5 is 3, or that something 4a plus 12 plus log b to the base 2 is 5 cube, which is 125. 4a is 27 into 4. 27 into 4 is 108. 108 plus 12 is 120. plus log b to the base 2 is 125, or log b to the base 2 is 5. Sorry, log b to the base 2 is 5. B is 2 power 5, which is 32. A is 27, B is 32. A plus B is 27 plus 32, 59. Very simple question, even though the log part is intimidating. If you know just this rule, you can knock this question off.